What's up, guys? Wow Swag here. Just doing a little bit of randomness right now. Cleaning is going poorly. To get ready for going home, etc. Just finished an exam. All is good. Um, One thing just came to my mind after talking to a few people that really pointed out why all these online Yu-Gi-Oh related things are absolutely horrible for testing and for overall game experience. So, as we all know, Yu-Gi-Oh is a card game, and usually for a card game, you sit down and you look at your opponent, and you're like, you're across the table, and we got cards going, and everyone's shuffling shit, and you're doing this stupid card flick and all that other jazz, right? Well, on DN, you don't have the ability to look at your opponent. Um, in real life, you have the advantage of reading plays. You can read their facial expressions. You can see reflections off their ghost rare honest. You can all these other things that you can tell by the way they look, how they're acting, how they're feeling towards the game. You can tell if they have plays or not. On DN, you can't do that. Um, you might think, oh well, you shouldn't have to do that to win. That's not the point. The point is that in real life, you're going to be faced with real life people. There's going to be lots of psychological crap going on. Either they're going to be talking down to you, making you feel like crap. You're going to misplay. Oh, I'm just going to 2-0 you, yada yada. You have to be prepared for all that kind of stuff. It's not as simple as just play cards on the internet. Another thing that I found is that proxying cards in real life isn't allowed at tournaments, unless it's your locals is different. But like my locals, or any regionals or YCS, you cannot proxy cards you don't actually own. So on DN, I played Chainburn, and I have that exact same deck, card for card, in real life. So I'm playing the actual deck that I'm playing. Another example is like my this new Destiny Hero build I'm playing. I'm playing one tour guide and one tour bus in it. For some reason, it's actually doing pretty well. But that's only because I have one tour guide and one tour bus. Um, if I had more, I'd play more. But my philosophy on that is like, if I don't own Maxis, why would I practice with Maxis when I know for a fact I don't have them and probably won't get them for a while? Same with like Dino Rabbit. I don't own rabbits, so why would I play Dino Rabbit? Now, I can understand if those cards are actually in your reach, like you can go to locals and you can pick up Evilsaur Logias or all the evil cards kind of thing. Like, that's totally different. Or for those people who are practicing with Maxis and, oh, I got 3 Rescue Rabbits, 3 Tour Guides, and their deck is like nothing like that. It's like, why are you practicing with that, saying testing in the underbar thing when you don't actually have the cards? That's not testing, that's just playing a deck. And I have no problem with people just playing decks on doing that, which like boost the rating and stuff like that. But it's like, if you're saying you're testing, you should have that exact same build in real life, because that's what you should be testing, not or you should be like having a few cards inserted that you don't have yet, but you have the ability to get. Like, I don't put Maxis in any of my decks. My Inzectors are the same build I have in real life. Chainburn's the same. The only thing that's different is one Light Swarm build with a Zephyros, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I can get a Zephyros whenever I want. Things like that. A lot of the decks are the same way, like Monarchs, for example. I have a Monarch deck built on DN that I don't actually own in real life, but it would take absolutely nothing for me to go and get the stuff to make that deck. So it's totally possible for me to play that deck. And the third thing on DN that, or any online Yu-Gi-Oh, including Yu-Gi Pro or whatever, Yu-Gi Pro is a bit different because it has the automated rulings and things like that. But on DN, a good 80% of people have no idea what rulings are, or what their cards do, or what other cards do. For example, I've shown you different times that people just absolutely flip out and shit. Or there's like the people who have no idea what photon thrasher does, or I'm sure that's a common one. Or I had somebody trying to tell me that Hornet goes to the remove from play when D is on the field when it's been equipped as an equipped spell, and I had to like go and get rulings. He's like, "Oh, that's the Wikia. Anyone can write on there," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's still monitored to see if it's correct." So I've had to wait for admins numerous times just for the admin to say, "Yeah, all those sources are correct, and you're wrong." And then I'm just like, "Wow, we just spent all that time doing nothing when we could have been going and playing other people." So that's my little thing. It's not really a rant, but it's just things that were pointed out to me and that I kind of thought about. And I'm like, that's really true. Um, I know that when I get back to Kingston, me and Dark Dust, or Team PMS, and probably the whole team PMS, we're probably going to sit down and look at techniques and how to read plays, how to read people, how to see when they're making misplays, how to know when they have a play or when they don't have a play. Bluffing, things like that. Because it's really such a big part of the game that DN just doesn't have. You can't really do anything on DN. You can like shuffle your hand. Ooh. What else can you do on DN? You can like set a card and take it back, and then set a card and take it back. But you can't like set a monster in your spell card zone to bluff like you have a spell or a trap that you're gonna keep in your hand. You can't do that because it doesn't allow you to. That's because in real life you have to, if you didn't know the rulings, when you're setting spells and traps, you have to set them one by one. You just can't set 5 past. You have to set one by one because they could respond with an MST or anything else of that manner. But if you keep your hand on it, it isn't technically set. So if you like put it down and you're like, and you slowly bring it back up and you're like, you shuffle it around a bit and you put another one down, okay, that kind of stuff. So that's totally different, and that's such a psychological thing with the game that DN just doesn't provide. And that was a piece of paper. I really think DN needs to step it up in terms of admins. Definitely a better screening process because that test is too easy. The fact that you can just go online and find all the rulings, it's like, why did you fail? How could you fail? They're just right there. A lot of it's common knowledge if you don't know. That's all I can really think of. I think I finalized a hero deck, but I'm probably not going to play it till August when the dark one comes out because it's just no point in the locals I'm going to be returning to. Unless I see a lot of heroes being played, then I'll play Mirror Match because I love playing Hero Mirror Match. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll probably be playing a lot of Chain Burn and Inzectors, just because those are the 2 decks that I feel I'm most comfortable with, most comfortable playing, and can do the best plays I can. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Please comment what you think about DN, good or bad, but give reasons why it's good or bad. And don't just say, "Oh, because I can play whenever I want." That's not a reason. That's just a fact. That's not a reason why it's good. I want to know reasons why DN is good. Same with why it's bad. Tell me why DN is bad. Tell me your experiences. Tell me what stupid shit's happened to you on DN. I'd love to hear it because I love hearing those stories. So until next time, see you later.